Hello and welcome. My name is Aaron and today I'm watching the music video for Magic by Ado. I'm half familiar with Ado. I listened to some of her songs, but the thing is I mostly listen to English covers of her songs. So I'm familiar with her music, but I'm not familiar with her music. So that's one thing. On the other hand, I haven't heard the song before. I haven't seen the music video. I've only seen the thumbnail, so that's the only thing I'm like really aware of. And until now, I've only really reacted to live action music videos and not animated music videos. So we're just gonna see how this goes and hope for the best. That is my plan, and that's why we're starting right now. Whoa. Nice. Colors. I forgot how long sentences get when you translate them from English to from Japanese to English. Also, I know I've made the subtitles pretty big, but I feel like they've gotten bigger again. I'm just gonna turn them down again so it doesn't overlap too much. The color palette is really interesting. We had a little bit of blue in the beginning in the background, and now everything's red, black, and yellow. I really hope they stay with that. Though a blue scene would do really well as a contrast piece. The art style is fascinating. Oh! I did not expect to switch up. What I meant by the art style is fascinating is that it's very simple, but there's enough detail that it has a lot of depth in its simplicity. At least when it comes to the characters, the background not as much. I'm trying to build an opinion on the song, but I don't think I can yet. The issue is there are some artists, and Ado is one of them, where I listen to a song and I'm like, I want a cover of this. It's not that I don't like the song, it's just that apparently there are some artists where I enjoy the covers of the songs more. I don't really know why that is. Just as an example, I got introduced to Vocaloid songs by German covers. So I prefer the German covers of a lot of the songs and generally covers to Vocaloid songs. So that's definitely an aspect to it. But we'll see where it goes, because the vocal change threw me off right now. And I'm wondering if we will get some of that usual Ado energy in a second, maybe? There it is. I hear something in the background that's like, I don't know what it is. I recognize it, but I don't know which instrument it is. It might be the bass. It's like somehow it's in there with the rest of the instruments, but it's like a little bit to the side so you can hear it pretty clearly, which is really interesting. I have been picking up more on I don't even know how to call that. Sonic balance maybe in music, like how if high notes are evened out with low notes, that kind of stuff. The bass is taking all the low notes and the rest is high. That's how my brain is currently interpreting it. I should mention, I'm not a music person. I'm just a fan of music. So my vocabulary to describe things is not good, basically. Also, now seeing just this frame, I have to share a thought. This character looks like they could be a Has-Been Hotel character. That's where I'm going to leave that. The text is fun. Oh, black and white is an interesting choice. Blue. They did the thing I said. Honestly, it's a pretty simple thing to change up the music video, but this is still... It's really interesting that they use black and white as a transition. It makes sense, but it's unintuitive because what you would usually do with a red to blue transition is you would use violet, right? Because it's the middle point between the two colors. Going with black and white directly instead of like a dark violet, which would be a middle point between the black and white and the violet. It's an interesting choice that I'm not quite understanding, which is not a bad thing. It's just interesting. I'm sorry, I mentioned Aspen Hotel, and now I'm seeing references in the imagery and in the lyrics, which are probably not references at all. It could just be interpreted that way. It's just similar elements. It's a coincidence, is what I'm saying. So, getting Ado to make an official Aspen Hotel song? That could be interesting. Anyway, I forgot to mention it at the beginning again. I do have the English subtitles on. I'm not reading them actively. I'm like passively absorbing them. So I'm not fully in on the meaning of the song, besides it also from the imagery being a lot about gambling, and it's just gambling, isn't it? I tried to translate the German word, but it's just gambling. Okay. Besides it's having a lot to do with gambling, but I'm guessing it's not this simple. I'm guessing there's a lot of like underlying meaning under it that I'm not picking up right now, which is fine. I am mostly looking at songs and music videos as songs and music videos, not necessarily deeply in the meaning of stuff. Just I'm not equipped for that, so I'm just mentioning what I see and then we'll continue with that. A lot of the shots in this music video, and I feel like this could be a standard thing for Ado's music videos, is that every single frame could be just like a background on your desktop or on your phone or on your tablet, depending on what you like. Also, it might not be obvious from everything I do, but red is one of my favorite colors, so I'm enjoying this a lot. The rainbow elements are crazy. I am vibing. I know you can't see it, but I am vibing internally. I'm also kind of looking at the two main characters as like two sides of the same coin. Again, I'm not too familiar with Ado's music videos just because I haven't seen a lot of them. But this is either the art style generally or the characters are actually designed to look very similar because they have a lot of similar elements in their designs. Not the same, but certainly like going into the same direction. So that's either the art style or it's purposefully done for these characters. I'm really thinking, I'm like really harping on about the colors because I find them very interesting here. I think specifically because the characters are very black and white. We have a lot of red elements. We have quite a bit of blue. And we have a good bit of rainbow colors, both in these transitional scenes and with all the text as it's coming in, which is just a really interesting choice. I'm also really interested by the border that we have in the chorus scenes. Or am I just like blind and it's been there the whole time? I don't think so. I think it's just in the chorus scene. So that's also, I like it when there are like these intentional choices where you question it like, why did you do this? I'm not complaining. I'm just confused. Why did you do this? Nice! The Love in the Labyrinth line reminds me of One Wee's Maze. I just have to throw it out. It has nothing to do with this, but it is reminding me of that. Just from the lyrics. There's nothing else here, so let's stop here so I can talk, just so we don't have black screen in front of us. Again, I don't know what it is, but there are just certain people where I prefer covers, because I'm hearing this and I'm like, I like the song, but I want a cover. I don't know why, it's just in my brain like that. From the standpoint of a person whose favorite color is red, this is a great music video, top 10 easily. From just a music video point perspective, I have a hard time really talking about it just because I'm not used to animated music videos yet. Let me give you a little sneak peek in the very beginning of my channel. I recorded one reaction to an animated music video as one of my first videos. I never finished the edit. It's in my vault. I don't know if I'll ever upload it. So this is the second animated music video I have ever reacted to, and it's the first on my channel. So that's one thing. On the other hand, there's a story here I'm not picking up on. I can recognize that. It's on the surface, it's about gambling. Deeper down, I'm pretty sure there's more stuff here, and you could read a lot into this. I currently cannot. I like the lyrics, I like the song. I am now actually curious in general about music videos to Ado songs, just because I know that I think she exclusively does animated music videos. So I'm curious if there are more I could react to. Also maybe to develop my commentary on animated music videos a little bit more. At this point, I'm pretty secure with live action music videos. Animated music videos, again, this is the second one I've done, and this is the first that goes on my channel, so I don't know how good this actually is by the time I'm done with editing. I really like the song. I will listen to it a little bit more, at least like 2-3 times more, to actually get it in my head and see if I would listen to this on my own time. But I will probably also look for covers. I'm gonna be honest, something about the covers of Ado songs just works for my brain. And I think that's all the commentary I have, actually. I feel like if I keep talking, I'll just talk in circles, so let's avoid that. Instead, I will thank you for watching. I have more reactions on my channel. The stuff I mainly react to is K-pop, but I also do a little bit of J-pop here and there, and I'm trying to branch out a little more into more general music content instead of just the K-pop sphere, though I will probably stay in that for the most part. And I'll have more reactions linked up there and in the video description. On my channel there's a bunch more, and that's it. So, take care of yourselves, drink tea, and with this I release in the depths of the universe once again. See ya!